Hey, Summit Student Ministries, Bryan here, and I want you to think about the stories that you tell yourself. We all have that internal dialogue in our head that is telling us what we believe about ourselves, what we believe about our world, our parents, our friends, even the church and God. And sometimes that internal dialogue isn't right on, is it? In fact, sometimes it can be downright negative. And I can imagine in this time of isolation and not being able to see your friends and being out of school, and for some dances were canceled and graduations are maybe not happening. Even trips have been put on hold because of this virus. And I've never seen anything like this in my lifetime, and certainly you haven't either. And I hope we don't experience something like this ever again. But in the meantime, we begin to wonder and maybe even get frustrated and scared and start to kind of lash out. But I wanted to read Psalm 43:5. I love how in the Message it says, "Why are you so down in the dumps, dear soul?" So this is the psalmist is asking himself, his soul, the sort of source of his self-talk. Why are you crying the blues? Fix my eyes on God. Soon I'll be praising again. He puts a smile on my face. He is my God. Another version in the NIV says, "Why, my soul, are you so downcast?" Ultimately, he says, "Put your hope in God, for I will yet praise him, my Savior and my God." And I want to encourage you in this time, this weird time of not being able to meet as a ministry on the weekends and meeting virtually in core groups and such. I want to encourage you with the self-talk that's happening. And in those moments of frustration, you get to talk to your soul and say, "Hey, soul, there's no need to be downcast. Put your hope in God." And as you do that, as you continue to focus on the Lord and kind of calm the self-talk, the voice in your head, and trust in God more, man, it's going to help you through this season. I want to encourage you, too, as you hope in the Lord, to reach out to your coaches, reach out to your friends, utilize, Marco Polo or whatever it is, if it's FaceTime, or just to connect virtually with one another and encourage each other and check in and be a bunch of goofballs together. And soon this thing will be over, and we'll reconvene as a ministry and as a church, and those relationships that you might feel like were put on hold, well, you realize they weren't put on hold. And your hope that you had placed in the Lord, you'll find has not been misguided, and your soul will thank you. We get to take those thoughts captive and say, "No, I'm not going to think that way. My soul doesn't have to be downcast because of how good my God is." I'm praying for you guys. I'm praying that you utilize this season well to invest in yourself and your relationship with the Lord, your family, your friends, and those that are far from Christ. Be blessed.